feeling like we's different. You ain't the hustling type, we's different.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose's back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. Ooh, you feel that? Ooh, it's about that time. It's about that time tomorrow night. The beginning of the NBA Finals. I didn't think we'd get here, and it took a long time to get here, but we here. As the Kings of the East, the Miami Heat, one of the more surprising teams to come out the East, take on the Kings of the West, the LA Lakers, the most favorite to come out the West. Either way, how you stack it, this should be a super interesting and a super great finals. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Now, before we get into anything, instead of statistics, I have a little bit of facts to bring to this to make this finals a little bit more interesting. So, that being said, all right, so I have this. So, first fact I have is this is the first time in history two teams that didn't make it to the playoffs the previous year are in the finals. Now, as you know, Miami didn't make it to the playoffs last year. I think they were, God, what position they were last year? I think they were 9th or 10th. I don't think they were 9th. I think it was like 10th or 11th. So they didn't make it to the playoffs last year. And of course, as for the Lakers, they were, in the first half of the season, they were good for 4th place in the West. But when LeBron got hurt Christmas Day against the Warriors in a blowout win, that's when the Lakers started falling downhill. As Snoop Dogg said before, he said the young kids had to take over and they couldn't get it done. So that's literally how that went. So, shake up from the previous year. Look where they are now. Interesting, right? All right, so a lower seed is in the finals for the first time since 1994-95. That being the Miami Heat, who came into the playoffs as the 5th seed and breezed through the East the way that they did. The team that did it last time was the Houston Rockets in 94-95, where they beat the Magic and eventually won the title. Is it an omen? We'll see. Third fact I have is LeBron makes 10th finals appearance. 9th in the last decade. So he's made 10 finals appearances, 9 in the last 10 years. Of course, the one that he didn't make was, actually no, I lie. 9 in the last decade? I guess 10 in the last decade. No, 9 in the last decade, right? Yeah, because 2011 to 2018, he was there. Then 2019 last year, because they didn't make it to the playoffs. So, yeah, somewhere around that. But he ties Kareem for 3rd most in history. And I was right when I said it in the Heat Celtics video. I said the two players that were ahead of him are two Celtics players, and they are Bill Russell with 13 and Sam Jones with 12. So LeBron and Kareem each have 10 alone. You know what's crazy? LeBron has more finals appearances than 27 other franchises. The Lakers have 32. I think the Celtics have 27, I believe. And, well, they're in the 20s. And the Golden State Warriors have 11. The other 27 teams have less than 10 finals appearances. LeBron has more than 27 other teams. Think about that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Another fact I have is LeBron looks to be the 3rd person in history to win a title with 3 different teams. Of course, he won his first 2 in Miami, his 3rd in Cleveland, and of course, he looks to get his 4th in LA. The other two players that did it for 3 other teams was, of course, Robert Horry, who got 7. He did 2 with the Rockets, 3 with the Lakers, 2 with the Spurs. Yeah, 2 with the Spurs, 2 with the Rockets, 3 with the Lakers. And the second person is if my guys are watching, they gonna laugh at this. The second person to do it is John Sally. John Sally, who did it with Detroit, Chicago, and the Lakers. They gonna die laughing when they know that. They gonna die laughing, I promise you. Another fact I have: Andre Iguodala finessed his way to his 6th straight final. Because mind you, he was on the Warriors last year, and the Warriors made it to the finals last year. And since then, the Warriors have made the finals the last 5 years. Yeah, since 2015. 2015 to 2019. Yeah, 2015 to 2019, they made the finals. And now Iggy makes his 6th straight. Wait, six straight finals. Hold up. 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I'm right. Damn, my math was off. My math was off right there. Eric Spoelstra coaches 5th finals. Of course, his first 4 was with LeBron when he was in Miami. So for him to be here without him, it's an accomplishment in my view. Pat Riley will now have made it to have been in the finals for 4 different decades since 1970. In the 70s, he made it to the finals as a player. In the 80s, he made it to the finals as a coach, when he coached Showtime. In the 90s, he made it as a coach again, coaching I think he was still coach of the Lakers when they made it in 91. Actually, in 90 and 91. And when he also was coaching the Knicks. The 2000s the 2000s and the 2010s and to now, since he's been what is he? He's not the GM of the Heat, is he? He's either the president or GM. I don't know why that just skips my mind right now, but since he's been part of the Heat since the 2000s, so there you go. Pat Riley, one of the greatest of all time, man. Trust and believe. All right, another statistic I have is the Heat are the 5th team in history to have 3 different scorers in the first 3 rounds. So this was an interesting one to me. So Goran Dragic was the leading scorer when they faced the Pacers, when they swept the Pacers. Then Jimmy Butler was the second in the second round when they beat the Bucks. And then Bam led the way in the conference finals when they faced the Celtics. So that was interesting. And then this final one, which is, when I read this was crazy. So this is the 37th straight year that a teammate of Shaquille O'Neal's makes it to a finals. If I could post that in this video for y'all to see, y'all be amazed. If I can't, I'm going to tell y'all right now. So, and from 1984 to now, right? We got Greg Kite when, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about that because that's too long. That's way too long. If I could post it, I'll post it. But 37 years in a row that Shaq has a teammate. That a teammate of Shaq's was in the finals. That's crazy. But yeah, that's the facts. So let's get into these matchups. All right, first off, I want to say these matchups are kind of even in a sense if you really think about it. Of course, you got with the Lakers, LeBron and AD going to lead the way. For the Heat, you got Bam and of course Jimmy Butler. So for the center position, forgot who starts center. I believe it's Bam. Yeah, Bam. Yeah, of course, Bam. Duh. Bam starts at center. And I think for the Lakers, they're going to start JaVale McGee. Either JaVale or Dwight. But for this case, they'll probably start Dwight. They will probably start Dwight for this case. So, but I know Bam will have more of the task of guarding AD. Even though AD probably won't play center. But I think he'll have more of an assignment on AD. So in that case, or in that sense, they're gonna clash, and that's gonna be crazy. Because Bam is a hell of a defender for his size and position. He's a hell of a defender, and AD's gonna have some problems. But of course, AD, first team all defense. Woo, stop playing with AD. He gonna be claiming dudes up. Because I know Jay Crowder is not gonna. That's the thing. But that's the other thing. I don't know if they're gonna start, because Jay Crowder is their starting power forward. So I don't know if they're gonna start Jay Crowder or go a little taller and bring like maybe a Kelly Olynyk who can space the floor. Or something like that. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but it's interesting. But if they do have Jay Crowder, then he's gonna be the odd man out. So I don't know how they're gonna do it. They might zone. Actually, they have been zoning in these playoffs, so they might zone where Bam has his own space, where probably the paint, more the paint, and inside the perimeter for that case, and because the Lakers will drive in. LeBron and AD will drive in, but AD kind of has that shot, so he'll probably take the mid mostly. But LeBron will drive, so Bam will probably cover the paint and everything, while Crowder will probably guard like the left or the right side of the perimeter. We'll see what happens. Now, I know for a fact, in this case, they're probably going to start LeBron at small forward just to guard Jimmy Butler. And vice versa, because Jimmy gonna be on LeBron, so that's the matchup. So they're gonna have that, which I'm interested in and I'm down for. I'm perfectly fine with. Now for the guards, I don't know if Lakers will go big and put KCP at point or just start Rondo. I actually would start Rondo for the only fact that if we talking Dragic, then it works out in Rondo's favor, because Rondo will probably be more the playmaker and the defender at the point, more or less just the scorer. Dragic will probably be scoring, so you want somebody who could stop that. But then again, KCP is a hell of a defender himself, plus he's 6'5", so he got a little bit of height on Dragic. So I don't know what they're gonna go with, or are they gonna put KCP as shooting guard? Or do you put Danny Green? I think Danny Green's probably a little bit better of a defender than KCP. In terms of shooting, both of them have been spotty all season. So I don't know how that's going to work in terms of offense. But defense-wise, I think Danny Green's a little bit better of a defender than KCP. And you're going to need that for Duncan Robinson, because Duncan Robinson will shoot that pill if he need to. And then whoever comes off the bench is going to have the task of stopping one Tyler Hero. And that other fact about the Heat have had a different score in each of the rounds, Tyler Hero may be that guy. So if they have Tyler Hero do his thing, let him go, let him loose, then I don't know. They're going to have to find a way to stop that. But that means they're going to have to change their defensive perimeters, where probably maybe a LeBron going to have to guard Tyler Hero, or maybe maybe a LeBron, or whoever the case is. But I think this should be okay. I think LA will be all right. I think Miami will be all right. I think either way, this gonna come down to who wants it more, in that sense. And LeBron gonna want it more. But the way understand me, Jimmy gotta be super hungry, cause he's been wanting to go to the finals for a long time, and he finally found the team to do so. You can best believe you're going to probably see the best play you've ever seen from Jimmy Butler. That is what I'm looking forward to. Jimmy Buckets. That's what I'm looking forward to. Jimmy Buckets, because he's going to be dropping nothing but buckets. And whoever got that task, they're going to have to hold him. They're going to have to hold him down. Now, in terms of that, still, regardless, I got the Lakers in 6. I said it in my previous video. I'm going to say it in here. The Lakers in 6. I believe the Lakers will win the title. I had them as the favorites walking into the season, and I still have them now. The Lakers in 6. I think the Heat will give them 2. I believe they'll give them 2. Unless the Lakers are just this super dominant, because they've been dominant all playoffs. If they're this dominant, then they might win in 5. If they win in 5, then damn, the Lakers wanted it more. That is what it is, man. Yeah, I got Lakers in 6. Yeah. And that's it. That's that, man. Finals tomorrow night at 9. I can't wait. I will be watching. Trust and believe. And it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you feel. How you feel about me, man. Some of y'all hate me because I get so much dislikes in my WWE reviews. Because apparently y'all don't like what I say. I wish somebody write in the comments, I hate your opinion. Thank you. I appreciate that. And at least you tell me. Not dislike my video for God knows what reason. But speaking of my WWE reviews, NXT TakeOver 31 is this Sunday, so you will hear my predictions on Thursday. I still got that other WWE video I want to drop. I might drop that tomorrow. Yeah, I will drop that tomorrow. I got to drop that tomorrow. And then, of course, next Monday you will hear my review of TakeOver 31. And that's it. Until next time, peace, love, 100. Yeah.